Tonight, breaking news from the West Philippine Sea, a region fraught with tension and uncertainty, where every movement is closely watched by the world's major powers. In a shocking turn of events, two U.S. Navy aircraft from the USS Nimitz, a MH-60 Seahawk helicopter and an FA-18 Super Hornet fighter jet, have crashed in separate incidents during what were supposed to be routine operations. These are not just any aircraft, but vital assets in America's forward presence in Asia. Both aircraft are now lost to the sea, their wreckage scattered across the waves. The search for survivors and answers is underway, raising urgent questions about safety protocols and operational readiness in one of the world's most contested and volatile waterways. The incidents come at a time of heightened US-China tensions, amplifying concerns about the risks of military miscalculation in the region. Every incident here is magnified by the ongoing rivalry between two superpowers, making the stakes even higher. On board the Nimitz, what began as a routine day at sea quickly turned into a crisis. First, the helicopter failed to return, then the fighter jet vanished from radar, leaving the crew in shock and scrambling to respond to the unfolding emergency. The U.S. 7th Fleet has confirmed that the crashes were unrelated and occurred during standard missions. However, in these contested waters, every operation is more than just a mission. It's a statement of power, resolve, and presence. These flights are part of a broader mission to uphold freedom of navigation in waters that China claims as its own, a claim rejected by much of the international community. The U.S. Navy's presence here is meant to reassure allies and deter aggression, but it also carries significant risks. Tonight, the immediate focus is on the missing crew members and their families who wait anxiously for news. But the loss of two advanced aircraft in a single day is also a blow to U.S. military prestige and a stark reminder of the dangers faced by those on the front lines. The Navy now faces mounting pressure to explain what happened, to reassure the public and allies, and to prevent speculation from filling the void. The world is watching, and the stakes in the West Philippine Sea have never been higher. Amid disaster, a story of relief unfolds, a testament to courage and quick thinking in the face of overwhelming odds. When catastrophe struck, the call for help was answered with unwavering determination and skill. Against all odds, every crew member from both crashes was rescued, thanks to the relentless efforts of the Navy's search and rescue teams, who braved the elements to bring their comrades home. The MH-60 Seahawk crew and the FA-18 pilots were quickly recovered and are now in good condition. Their survival is a testament to the Navy's rigorous training, preparedness, and the seamless teamwork that defines these high-stakes missions. The rescue was a race against time, with helicopters and boats deployed immediately from the USS Nimitz and its escorts. Every second counted as crews worked together to locate and retrieve the downed aviators. Survival gear and advanced location beacons played a crucial role, guiding rescuers through the vast, unpredictable ocean to the exact locations of the stranded aviators, ensuring no one was left behind. The West Philippine Sea's unpredictable and often treacherous conditions made the operation even more challenging. High waves, strong winds, and limited visibility tested the limits of both equipment and personnel. The Seahawk went down shortly after takeoff, plunging into the sea. Hours later, the Super Hornet crashed while attempting a night landing, both incidents unfolding in critical, high-pressure moments. The flawless coordination between air and sea assets highlights the professionalism and discipline of the 7th Fleet. Their ability to work together under pressure made all the difference in this life-or-death situation. While the loss of two valuable aircraft is significant, saving lives remains the Navy's top priority. The relief and gratitude among the crew and their families is immeasurable. The rescued crew will be key witnesses in the investigation, offering first-hand accounts of the crashes. Their insights will be vital in understanding what went wrong and how to prevent future incidents. Their survival is a testament to resilience and training, but the Navy now faces tough questions about the incidents. The investigation will be thorough, as leadership seeks answers and accountability to ensure the safety of all who serve at sea. With all crew safe, the Navy's focus turns to investigation. Separate safety boards will probe each crash, analyzing every detail to uncover the causes. The Navy isn't speculating yet, but weather, maintenance, and pilot logs will be scrutinized. Black boxes, if recovered from the seabed, will provide crucial data on the final moments. Investigators will interview crew, maintenance staff, and controllers to piece together the events. Salvaging wreckage from the deep sea is slow and costly, but vital for both the investigation and national security. Sensitive technology must be recovered to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. The findings will shape future training, maintenance, and even aircraft design. Until answers come, the Nimitz continues its mission, reminded of the risks and the need for clarity. The USS Nimitz is more than a carrier, it's a symbol of U.S. power in the Indo-Pacific. As the heart of a carrier strike group, it projects air power and deters aggression in the region. The Nimitz's presence challenges China's sweeping claims and reassures U.S. allies. Despite the crashes, the mission endures. Freedom of navigation, joint exercises, and crisis response. Life aboard is high stakes and relentless, with the flight deck among the world's most dangerous workplaces. The recent incidents are a stark reminder of these dangers, but the crew remains focused. The Nimitz stays on station, a potent symbol of American resolve in tense waters. These crashes add to a troubling pattern of U.S. Navy incidents in the Pacific, raising questions about operational strain. High operational tempo pushes ships, aircraft, and crews to their limits, risking fatigue and deferred maintenance. The financial loss is steep. An FA-18 costs $60 million, the Seahawk millions more. But the real cost is lost capability. Each lost aircraft means fewer assets for critical missions, increasing pressure on the remaining fleet. Past tragedies like the Fitzgerald and McCain collisions exposed systemic issues from relentless deployments. Now, similar scrutiny falls on naval aviation. Is the demand for presence undermining safety? The investigation will reveal the causes. But the broader challenge is clear. The U.S. military is stretched thin. These crashes are a painful reminder of the risks at the front lines of American foreign policy. The price of readiness is sometimes paid in lost aircraft and heightened danger. The South China Sea, known in the Philippines as the West Philippine Sea, is a global flashpoint, drawing the attention of world powers and regional players alike. Its strategic importance cannot be overstated, as it sits at the crossroads of major international interests. Trillions of dollars in trade pass through these waters every year, making it one of the busiest and most vital maritime corridors on the planet. The sea is claimed in part, or in whole, by China, the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan, each nation asserting its own rights and interests. At the heart of the tension is the growing rivalry between the United States and China. The U.S. insists on upholding freedom of navigation for all, while China seeks to expand its influence and assert regional dominance, often through the construction of artificial islands and increased military presence. U.S. Navy operations routinely challenge China's expansive claims, sending a clear message that these are international waters, not the exclusive domain of any single nation. These patrols are meant to reassure allies and deter unilateral actions. China, however, views the U.S. presence as a direct threat to its sovereignty, frequently accusing Washington of destabilizing the region and escalating military tensions. Tense encounters between Chinese and U.S. forces are now common, with warships and aircraft often coming dangerously close. Each incident increases the risk of miscalculation and unintended escalation, raising fears of a potential conflict. The recent loss of 2 U.S. aircraft will be closely watched by Beijing, likely seized upon by Chinese state media as propaganda to question U.S. competence and resolve in the region, further fueling nationalist sentiment. Each side frames its actions as purely defensive, while viewing the other's moves as provocative and aggressive, a classic security dilemma that makes compromise difficult and mistrust persistent. The U.S. claims to uphold a rules-based international order, emphasizing the importance of international law and freedom of navigation. China, on the other hand, asserts it is merely reclaiming historical territory and protecting its national interests. The recent crashes add yet another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation, highlighting just how high the stakes are in this great power competition. Every incident has the potential to spark a larger crisis. In these contested waters, every incident reverberates far beyond the region, impacting global security, trade, and the delicate balance of power in the Indo-Pacific. China's campaign to dominate the South China Sea is unprecedented. Its artificial islands built atop reefs are now fortified military bases with runways, radars, and missiles. These unsinkable carriers let China project power deep into Southeast Asia, threatening freedom of navigation. China also uses its Coast Guard and maritime militia to harass neighbors, pushing its claims without open conflict. The USS Nimitz's presence is a direct counter, signaling that the international community rejects China's illegal claims. But these fortified islands make US operations riskier than ever. The recent crashes, in the shadow of China's new bases, underscore the dangers US forces now face. The timing of these crashes is delicate, coinciding with major diplomatic moves. President Trump is set for an Asia tour focused on managing US-China relations and regional security. A new US-China agreement aimed at preventing military mishaps was just announced. The loss of two US Air-Steuer will test this fragile understanding before it's even implemented. The president's agenda includes trade talks and alliance building, but the Nimitz incidents will dominate discussions. Allies like the Philippines and Japan will seek reassurance of US commitment and capability. The White House must balance support for the military with the need to keep diplomacy on track. The world is watching as the administration navigates this crisis on the eve of a critical tour. In response to rising tensions, the US has deepened alliances with the Philippines and Japan. The US-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty anchors security cooperation, now focused on maritime threats. The US provides aid, training, and joint exercises to help the Philippines defend its waters. Japan, too, has expanded its role, joining exercises and supplying patrol vessels to the Philippines. This trilateral cooperation sends a strong message of unity and commitment to a rules-based order. China warns against internationalizing the dispute, seeing these alliances as attempts to contain its rise. After the crashes, Beijing will likely claim US presence is destabilizing, aiming to weaken Allied resolve. For Filipinos, the struggle is personal. Fishermen blocked from traditional grounds, local economies suffering. US and Japanese support offers hope that they are not alone in the face of growing pressure. The reaffirmation of these alliances is crucial as the region faces an uncertain future.